Hello Capricorn, welcome to your birthday 2024 to 2025 reading. Okay, this is going to be a little bit different from the rest of the birthday readings because technically speaking, you're my first birthday reading of the year, even though it is still 2024. Capricorn, as we know, reaches into 2025. So instead of doing birthday to birthday, since we just did the full 2025 summary for all the signs, we are going to pull the good stuff coming towards you. Just the good stuff. Let's say three good things coming in 2025 just for you. This is going to be a pick a charm reading, okay? So for group number one, you have the snake. And the snake, the serpent is, perhaps you can look at it like you shedding a skin, if that's what you want to do. You also have the golden key for group number two. Opening the door, or opening a door, perhaps. And you have, for group number three, the carpe diem charm. I don't know if you can see that. It says carpe diem, seize the day. Okay, what I want you to do is zero in, Capricorn, and choose the one that you're most drawn to. Once again, we have, see if I can get my pointer. We have group number one, the snake. Group number two, the key. And group number three, the carpe diem coin. I will see each of you on the other side, and don't forget all the timestamps will be in the comment section. Hello, group one. First and foremost, I want to wish you a very happy birthday, Capricorn. Okay, if you have chosen the snake, this is your reading. Now, starting with the snake, right? The snake is associated with the planet Venus in like Mesoamerican mythology, associated with starting new things, right? Much like you, Capricorn, you're a cardinal sign, and the cardinal signs are the initiators of the zodiac. The snake is here to ask you, what skin are you trying to shed this birthday year? Are you trying to get rid of a version of yourself? Are you trying to get rid of something that was hanging on to you that you need to let go of? Trying to rid yourself of an old job, an old relationship, an old feeling? I don't know. Let's just start from the beginning here, right? This is my Norse deck, and this is Jeffune, right? And as you can see, it says claiming. See if that focuses. Claiming new ground. So Jeffune is the giver. It is like she's a groundbreaking maker of new land. She was wife to one of Odin's sons, right? During their migration to Scandinavia, Odin sent her to look for new land in the north. Because of her legend, it became like a recognized method for women in old Iceland to lay claim to land by driving a cow around and finding it. Now, when this card comes up in a reading, it represents new territory for you. It could represent the acquisition of new property, of travel, of relocation. No matter what, it is a card of repositioning. And that sort of goes with our snake, repositioning. You have pulled the card of Venus, ironically, right? And we talked about the snake being related to the planet Venus. So you have the planet Venus here. We know that the Venus is, associated with the love, money, beauty. Venus is going to be in retrograde from March 1st to April 12th, 2025. Starts in Aries, ends in Pisces. And it's part of an 8-year cycle that began in 2017 that might mean something to you. Generally speaking, when that comes around, it's a time to plan. It's a time to reflect about your love life, about your money situation, about your plans that way. You have the card of success. I'm really glad that, I do all the shuffling on camera because this came out by itself. So you are promised success this year. You also have the rose, and it says financial relief, being content, loving care, supportive role, job security, stuff like that. Can't lose there. Now, the roses are known as the queen of the flowers, right? It's associated with hope. It's associated with achievement, perfection. They are a prize symbol of what? Planet Venus. Venus is a big deal for you this birthday year here, Capricorn, for sure. So let's get started here on your tarot. So I have this split up into your three. Oh, I don't know how I did that or why I did that. Sorry, I messed everything up. Your three good things, the good stuff coming to you. All right. So you have here, let me see if I'll pick this up this way. You have here the Six of Cups. Now in this deck, it's a little bit different, right? This card in this deck indicates sunshine after a storm. Not because you have escaped life's challenges, but because you have faced them. You survived them. You survived something here, Capricorn. After the darkness of the Five of Cups, this is the emergence into the light. It's the light at the end of the tunnel that you were seeking. A card of, it's definitely a positive. It's a card of positive feeling. It's invigoration. It's empowerment. And the reason that you can feel all these things is because you have known adversity, pain, suffering, and loss. This is also the card of nostalgia, reconnecting with memories from the past, with a desire maybe to get back to a simpler time. As you can see, the people in the card are planting and they're connecting to Earth in preparation of good things to come. So this is absolutely a gift that you are receiving. Definitely. Whoever's reading this has been through a lot of crap. Whoever's reading this knows pain. They know sorrow. They know loss. And here is the universe coming in to reward you. And I'm telling you, even if you go by any of the astrologers, just pick one off YouTube. Anybody can tell you that Capricorn's going to have a really good year. So Capricorn, Libra, and Cancer, for sure. You have here Seven of Good Cheer coming in sideways. This is my Christmas deck, by the way. So who better to use it on, right, than my Christmas baby, Capricorn. So you have the Seven of Good Cheer. And because it's coming in sideways, you have choices to make, right? Are you going to choose to take action in this choice? Are you going to have purpose? Are you going to have clarity? Are you going to have this integrity about you by choosing something and seeing very clearly that you have all these choices? Or are you going to feel stuck with indecision, right? Confusion. There is going to be a choice you have to make in relation to this, okay? Definitely. This gift that's coming in. And you do have the Nine of Candles. The Nine of Candles is, this is wand energy, right? The Seven of Good Cheer is cup energy. So you look at this Nine of Candles / wands, right? And it's resilience. You're this close to success. You have the perseverance, because that is a card of perseverance. What did I say? You have been through a lot of crap. This is like the wounded warrior card. But this is the person that will win. And they have the stamina and the guts and the grit to do it. You also have the Ace of Candles. And this is obviously, the Ace of Wands. And you look at the Ace of Candles and this is like new passion, enthusiasm, creative spark, inspiration. Definitely. You're going to be achieving all these things. Now, the letter F is associated with this particular gift that you're receiving. This could be an initial, could be someone's initial. It is associated, believe it or not, with the number 8, which is Mars in numerology anyway. It's also associated with the sign of Virgo. So any or all of those things could be meaningful to you. Definitely let me know in the comments if you recognize it already. If you don't recognize it, you will definitely recognize it as this particular thing comes into fruition. You are being rewarded here, Capricorn, for all the crap you have been through in the past. You are absolutely being rewarded. You're going to have a choice to make on how you look at this. Something tells me you're going to make the right choice. But the fact that you have a choice at all here means that you're being very thoughtful. You're being very, very thoughtful about your next moves. And that's a very good thing. Now, when we move on to the second gift here, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this is the good stuff coming in. And I do take reversals. So when we look at this as a good thing, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it could be you spending money, letting go. It could be you having hidden money that no one knows about. It could, and that will stay hidden. That will stay a secret. And it could very well be one source where you receive money shutting down. And initially, you might look at this in a way that's not very good because you have the Strength card here in reverse. And, you know, the Strength card is definitely Leo energy. But, you know, more than that, it is, you might momentarily feel weak, powerless. It's a profound feeling because it's a major arcana, but it is a temporary feeling. And something tells me that this feeling is something that is triggered from your past. There is some sort of thing that shuts down a source for some of you, a source of money that might shut down, that triggers something inside you where you don't realize that it doesn't matter. It's triggering something inside you. There could have been times in the past where you lacked money, where you were afraid of being without. And so any sort of trigger in that direction might make you feel less than strong. But I have to tell you, the reason I'm saying all this, right, is because you have the Ten of Cups here. You have it says the Ten of Good Cheer, but it is the Ten of Cups. Happiness, harmony, fulfillment. So it's stuff that you don't see initially when this first happens. When something like this happens this year, I want you to remember what I'm saying. It is temporary energy. You do have the Page of Canes. So the Page of Canes, this information might come to you in the form of a message. Definitely. There's some sort of message that comes in that makes you feel a certain way. That is temporary. That is a trigger. That is not rooted in your long-term reality, because your long-term reality is happiness. Now you have the number K associated with this. This, once again, might be someone's initial. It could be, it's associated with the number 2. It's also associated with the moon, Mars, and Mercury, right? It's ruled by Gemini. The letter K is ruled by Gemini. So any of or all of those things could be meaningful in this situation. It might give you clues as to what this is about. Now, of course, I screwed this up here. But moving into our last pile here, we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And this is you will stop working on something. And the reason you stopped working on it is because it wasn't providing anything back. You were working on something here that wasn't giving you anything, wasn't providing fruit. Could be a job, could be a relationship, could be a friendship. Maybe it's this. It very well could be. But there is something you make a decision to stop working on, okay? You have the Six of Gifts here in reverse. Yeah, the Six of Gifts in reverse. Think about that, right? Six of Gifts, it's the Six of Pentacles, by the way. And it is giving, and it's I'm telling you, it's working on something, it's giving towards something, it's in reverse, You have stopped. You're like, I am done giving in this situation. I'm not getting enough back. I'm not getting anything back, or I'm getting back a lot of negativity. So I have made this clear-cut decision to not give anymore. This card is going to drive me crazy. I hate that. And you also have, yeah, I mean, to drive this point home, you have the Hanged Man in reverse. And this is Piscean energy, but you know, more than that, it's a shift in perspective, moving past stagnation, breaking free of something that made you feel stuck. So someone out there is not willing to accept this anymore. They have stopped working on it. They've stopped giving to it. You have here the Four of Good Cheer, right? And the Four of Good Cheer is coming in sideways. This is a choice you're going to make. Four of Cups, right? Now, the Four of Good Cheer is, when it's coming in sideways like that, are you going to say no or are you going to say yes? Are you going to accept that cup or not? This is a choice you're going to make. And I have to tell you, 99% of you are going to say, I'm fine. I'm good. The answer is no. I'm not accepting this crap anymore. I'm not working on it. And this is a gift. Okay. This is a gift. You have the number. I mean, you have the letter X. And X could be many things, right? I could be, yes, it definitely could be someone's initial, but it could be your X, right? It could be the X, the end of something. God, that so goes with this. The end of something. Could be Generation X, if that's what you're a part of, or if that's what you're dealing with. Could be Planet X. Planet X is a hypothetical planet. It's not really real. It's hypothetical. It's sort of a thought form. People think it's there. Maybe it's something that you thought at one time could fulfill you, and you have come to the conclusion that it just won't. I like that for you. I am going to put you on hold for 1 second because this is my first group, so I want to grab another deck. Give me 1 second. Okay. Just a quick shuffle. So you definitely have a lot to be thankful for. Oh, this came out right away. It says you are on the right path. You are on the right path. You're definitely getting some financial help. I don't know if help's the right word. You're getting financial luck. You're shedding a skin. You might be relocating. If you're not relocating, you might be acquiring some property. And at the very least, if none of those things are true, you're going to be traveling. Okay. You have that light at the end of the tunnel. This is for someone who has been through a lot. I'm telling you, you're going to have an amazing year. Pay attention to where Venus is this year. I think Venus is heavily impacted on this reading, but you have success. You were on the right path. Financial, you're shedding a skin. I mean, this is an amazing reading for someone. It really is. What's the bottom of the deck? Let me see. Look at this. Success isn't what you have. It's what you do with what you have. You're going to have a very successful year. I really wish you the best. Happy birthday, Group 1. Hello, Capricorn. Well, first and foremost, I want to wish you a happy birthday. If you have chosen the golden key, this is your reading. Now let's start with the key. The key represents spiritual power. It represents new starts, personal growth. It could be the key to someone's heart. It could be significant milestones. Significant milestones are prevalent for Capricorn, Libra, and Cancer, for sure. And so that really doesn't surprise me at all. Here you have Uranus, and this is the ruling planet of Aquarius. Aquarius could mean something to you. You could have it highly aspected in your chart. We know that Pluto has moved into Aquarius. That's a big deal because it moved out of Capricorn, and I do think it's laying a foundation for you here for sure. But importantly, Uranus moves into Gemini in July of 2025, and it's staying there until 2033. For you, Capricorn, it's going to have a positive impact. It's going to have you may find yourself more efficient. After June, for a variety of different reasons, your partnerships will start to gain momentum, and pick up totally after that July change. You could be doing something with your home. You could be either renovating it, redecorating it, rerooting firmly where you are, or picking up and moving. But your home is on the table. Surprises, sudden changes, and bursts of information will guide you this year. You have, we'll get to this one in a second. You have, along with the golden key, you have gold. It says solid finances, investing. I mean, basically positive stuff, right? It's wealth, power, security. I mean, you have it over and over again, apparently. It says listen to your intuition, and I do believe that is true. I think your intuition is going to be on point, and it's going to guide you in certain directions that, you may not have gone towards in the past. Now, you do have this card here, Skrymir, and this is the card. This is the Norse deck, by the way, right? And when he comes out in a reading, it is deception, right? All of the positive things that happen to you may stem from a deception that you find out about or that you already know about, but that may be fertile in some way to sort of propel you forward. This deception is on the table. It is definitely on the table for a positive reason. I mean, it just is. So definitely listen to your intuition. Let's look at our tarot here. You have the letter D guiding this first blessing, right? So you have the letter D. Now, the letter D obviously could be someone's first or last name, initials, middle name. The letter D could represent a person, but it also represents discipline, determination, structure, right? It sounds very Saturnian to me, right? Just like you. It's the structure that you're going to find riches in, that you're going to find abundance in. You have here the Lovers, and the Lovers is Gemini energy, for sure. Now we know that the Lovers could represent a relationship coming in very positive. Could be a decision, right, that you make. It could be a coming together, a gift of partnership, either with love or work. But you do have the golden key here, so I think you have the Midas touch. Just keep the letter D under your hat. You have the Ace of Canes. This is the Ace of Swords in a regular non-Christmas deck. And this is clarity, truth, breakthrough, focus. Amazing. You're going to have a burst of clarity. You also have to keep the letter D. I'm going to repeat that under your hat here, along with the Three of Candles in reverse. Now, what's interesting is you have the Three of Candles in reverse, and this is delays, obstacles, frustration, restriction. I think that we are going by now, this is one of two things, okay? This is either a relationship from your past resurfacing and coming together, a relationship that probably felt very restricted before, maybe restricted by outside forces, maybe frustrating, maybe there were delays and obstacles. But I have to tell you, with this Three of Canes, which is the Three of Swords here in reverse, there is healing, there is forgiveness, there is reconciliation. Now, that's for some, and you have this moment of clarity with the Ace of Swords. I'm going to just say swords instead of canes to make it less confusing. All revolving around the letter D. Determination, Saturnian energy. Now, it could be a reconciliation from your past, or this could be past pain that you have finally healed from, and it's allowing you to move on and meet someone else. Either way, this past stuff has everything. You may be in this past relationship, you felt restricted. You felt like you were in a lot of pain from it. You felt frustrated. You felt a lot of things that weren't very good. This new relationship is coming in to sort of gift you with something, a reward. Now, that's for some of you. I do think for some of you, you're reconciling with someone. It is a clear reconciliation for some of you. Now, as we move on to your second blessing, ironically, you have the Magician. Oop, that fell right off. Magician could be Virgo energy, could be Gemini energy. Some people say it's Aquarius, and a lot of people say a lot of different things. I'm going by Virgo Gemini because it is very mercurial. It's ruled by Mercury. So you have potentially a lot of Gemini energy here on the table. You also have the letter N here. Once again, the letter N could be someone's initials. And as we know, it could be, it's an unconventional letter, right? It's also, believe it or not, linked to reliability, focus, like the Ace of Canes, focus, and intuition, like the intuition card up here. So if you don't recognize, and keep in mind that these letters might not mean anything to you until right before, right after, or right during this blessing hits. So keep that in mind. So the Magician gives you the skills, the ability to manifest, wishes being granted, using those tools yourself. So this isn't something that just happens to you here, Capricorn. This is something that you yourself have done with your skills, maybe your new skills, okay? You do have the Seven of Gifts here coming in sideways. And the Seven of Gifts is the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles, are you going to be waiting for this manifestation because you know it's coming? Or are you going to release it and say, karas, I can't speak. Or are you going to release it and say, whatever happens, happens, okay? Either way, and I do believe that some of the Capricorns out there manifest just by waiting for it to come because they know it's coming. And the other Capricorns out there release it. They say, okay, I know it's coming, therefore I'm not going to think about it anymore. I release this. Either way, it's coming. You're going to get you have this 10 of Canes here in reverse. And the 10 of Canes is the 10 of Swords. Healing. Something returning from the brink of death. Could be this relationship here. Could be you. It could be you. You could have rescued yourself from the brink of something. You do have it. This could be avoiding an ending, avoiding ruin. And, I'm looking ahead a little bit, and that's definitely true for at least one of you. You have the Two of Good Cheer here in reverse. So when we look at the Two of Good Cheer, it's the Two of Cups. This situation used to be challenging. It definitely used to, yeah. You could look at this 10 of Swords and this Two of Cups. There is definitely a relationship here on the table. Now, like I said, I do think there's two groups of you out there. I do think one of you, or some of you, I think a good chunk of you, are going to be reconciling with someone. I also think some of you are going to be putting a relationship that has really damaged you in the past so you can move on and be with someone else. You have the Lovers, you have the Magician. You also have the Tower here. I mean, the Tower in reverse. I mean, let's get to that because that's important too as another major arcana. This is a very important year for you. We do have the letter W. This could be something that happens. This could obviously be someone's initials. Like we said in the other, it is a card of chemistry. It is the card of wings, winning. For sure, you have the Tower here in reverse. So let's look at this. The Tower in reverse, averting disaster. You will see it in retrospect, Capricorn. When you avert this Tower, you may not know it as you're going through it. You may not be going through it and saying, wow, I'm really averting a disaster here. But when you finish the work that you do here and you look back on this, you're going to say, wow, I really avoided something important here, avoided a potential ruin. This is an important card for you, for sure. You have here the Page of Canes in reverse, and this is the Page of Swords. You may be cutting off communication, and by cutting off communication with someone, it is part of averting something. But this is a gift. You are saving yourself from something here. And like I said, you may not know it as you're going through it. It has something to do with the letter W. Definitely keep that under your hat. You also have Father Christmas here coming in sideways. Obviously, that is the Hermit. Father Christmas coming in sideways. So what does the Hermit do? The Hermit takes his lantern, goes very slowly on his journey, very slowly, very introspectively, very thoughtfully. He may not see more than a few feet in front of him, but he continues to go. Now, that's one side of it. The other side of it is moving forward very quickly and seeing very clearly where you need to go. So there's going to be some of you that make the choice to do something here very slowly, and some of you are your intuition's going to snap and you're going to be like, I'm going to do it. Either way, this is a really good card. It's just going to boil down to what you choose to do and how. Here you have the Six of Good Cheer in reverse. The Six of Good Cheer is the Six of Cups, releasing the past. Yes, releasing the past. So what are your gifts here? Your gifts are a relationship of some kind. It could be there is a deception involved. This deception could have happened in the past, but there is a deception on the table that has something to do with these gifts. It looks like there's a reconciliation, or you are releasing the past in order to start anew with a brand new relationship in a very healthy way. But either way, you're healing here. You also have the Magician, and the Magician is the great manifester of the deck. You're going to be manifesting. Gifts that are born from a release of pain, a release of a relationship. And this relationship could be something from the past that you were just holding on to in your heart. And you have associated with this gift is the letter N. Now, you are, another gift you're receiving here is avoiding some sort of demolition, some sort of ruin, some sort of leveling. You're avoiding it. Definitely, you're cutting off contact with someone. You're trying to decide whether to move ahead slowly or quickly, but you're moving ahead. You are moving ahead. And you do have this, which is releasing the past. You're cutting off communication with someone and you're releasing the past. Beautiful energy here, Capricorn. Beautiful energy. If it seems like this has a lot to do with love, has a lot to do with relationships. You do have a couple of financial cards here. Don't forget, all three readings are for you. You could listen to all three of them. You are Capricorn after all. Give me one for Capricorn Group 2, the Golden Key. You have 2 and I will take 2. You have Speak Your Truth with Passion. So definitely use this year to speak your truth. And you have here, Spirit healers and helpers are with you. I do believe with the 3 of Swords in reverse and the 10 of Swords in reverse, will be a year of healing. Healing in one way or another. You might be healing a relationship. You may be healing you within a relationship. But you are healing, Capricorn. And I wish you all the luck. I will see you next time. Don't forget to watch your full 2025 summary. Namaste. Hello, Group 3. First and foremost, I want to wish you a very happy birthday. If you have chosen the Carpe Diem coin, this is your reading. Carpe Diem. So what does it mean, right? It is Latin. It means seize the day. If you're going for a direct translation, it is pluck the day, but we have kind of changed it to seize the day. Make the most of this moment. It could mean take action now. It could mean, make the most of each moment because we never know which will be our last. It could be something urging you to take action. It could be your brand. It could be literally the way you are coming into the year. Could very well be, meaning your birthday year. Okay, let's start from the beginning here. You do have the Pisces card, which is interesting. You could be dealing with a Pisces. You could have Pisces highly aspected in your chart. Someone else could have Pisces highly aspected in their chart. Or we could be talking about Pisces season, right? That February, March season of Pisces. That's something major will happen to you, right? We'll keep that under our hats. But just so you know, there is an event, right? 6 major planets will come together in the sign of Pisces. Saturn, Venus, Mercury, Sun, Rahu, and the Moon on March 30th, 2025. The conjunction of these 6 planets will be transformative, literally, for all signs. For Capricorn specifically, it will bring new career prospects, new business ventures. It's good luck with money, for sure, for you. Out of all the groups, you have chosen the most cards, I must say. You're the only one that has chosen 2 of these Nordic cards. This is my Norse deck. You have Nana, which is steadfastness and loyalty. To make a long story short with this card, it literally could point to reconciliation. It could point to someone that's entering your life, or that's you're very aware of already in your life, that is loyal and steadfast. And you also have Jord, right? It's his economy and revenue. I mean, so far you have a card for commitment and love and a card for money. I mean, you can't really beat that, right? It's a positive money card no matter how you look at it. It could represent more money coming in, you getting a better job, you making business decisions that affect your money in a positive way. But you are seizing the day here, for sure. Now, you're the only one that has also picked 2 of these cards, and this says, no surprise, it says take action. Carpe diem. Take action where action is needed. Don't hesitate. It says big, happy changes are coming. And no, I did not, with any of these decks, I did not remove the negative cards because I feel like even the negative cards have meaning in a positive reading. So I am not in the habit of removing cards. You do have butterfly, and it says sudden change, frivolous spending, could be frivolous spending, short-term loan. But, this is, the butterfly is usually a positive card, right? It's a card of transformation. We know this. Let me see if I can get that to sit. These cards, for some reason, always slip around and it drives me crazy. So the butterfly is transformation, right? Hope, freedom. They can be messengers, spiritual messengers. They do represent a transition from one thing to another, from one place to another, from an old version of you to a new version of you. So definitely keep that as a possibility throughout this reading, okay? Let's move to your first blessing, or your first gift, however you want to look at it. You do have the letter O. Now this O could be a person, place, or thing, could be initials, it could be anything, but it is something to do with this first blessing that you're receiving here. You have the 4 of Wands. That is a beautiful card. We know this, right? A happy home, happily ever after, stability, harmony. But what's fascinating here, Capricorn, is you have this card, but you have the equivalent of the same card in another deck. You have the 4 of Candles, which is the 4 of Wands. Same thing. Do you see how they're all happy? Harmony. It's happiness. It's the finish line. You've got this card twice. It is really, really good energy for you. Very, very good energy. So you have also the King of Gifts in reverse. That's pretty fascinating energy when you think about the fact that these cards have been so positive. So you have, the King of Gifts is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles represents, it could represent a lot of things, but it's you or someone you know. Could be obsessed with money or status. Very well could represent greed. And although he could be any earth sign, Taurus is typically indicated here. This also could be, Capricorn, that a source of money that you once considered either important or having long-term potential comes to an end. But I have to tell you, with these cards, with this 4 of Wands coming out twice, it is a perception on your part that it matters. It is something that just so happens to be happening at the same time. You have here the list coming in sideways. The list is typically the Judgment card in the tarot deck, right? And What is judgment? It's coming in sideways. So it's a choice you're going to have to make in this situation with all this great stuff happening and the spirit doubling down on this good news. And this other thing that's happening, that's either going on within you or going on within someone around you, or it could be an end to a certain thing that you thought would be ongoing. But I can't tell you that it's like the judgment card. You can choose. It's an awakening. It's a call to reflection, right? It's past actions and choices. It is definitely Pluto energy. And as we know, Pluto has moved into Capricorn. Moved out of Capricorn into Aquarius. So it moved out of your sign. So judgment upside down could be indecisiveness, lack of awareness, or right side up. It's your choice. New beginnings, taking decisive action, right? Reckoning, coming out of one situation, being reborn into another. The choice is yours. The letter O matters. It matters highly, right? And the letter O is, empowerment, symbolically empowerment, new opportunities associated with the planet Neptune. It's kind of fascinating because Neptune rules Pisces. So all the things we said about Pisces is true, but what could be true too is that Neptune comes into play here. Neptune can be a very confusing energy, right? Could be, but let's see. This could be someone that you looked at with rose-colored glasses, a situation that you looked at with rose-colored glasses that you're waking up from. Keep it under your hat here, Capricorn. Now, as we move on to your second gift, you have the letter J. The letter J may mean something to you right now, and it may not. It may not mean something to you until this happens, but it represents independence, ambition, and leadership. Obviously, could be someone's initials or something's initials. Could be someone's middle initial, right? Could be something prevalent in someone's name. Very well could be, or a place or a thing. Just keep it in mind. It is ruled by the sun. You have the Seven of Cups here in reverse. The Seven of Cups in reverse is clarity at last. That Neptunian energy sort of clearing up, a departure from that Neptune energy for sure. That fog lifting, tunnel vision, clarity, being concise. You have the Five of Gifts in reverse, and this is the Five of Pentacles, all right? And the Five of Pentacles, as we know, well, at least when it's in reverse, is a very good card, right? A hope returning. Maybe you're accepting help. Could be. Overcoming isolation for some of you. Money breakthrough, definitely for a lot of you. Relationship reconciliation, it's on the table. It is on the table, okay? You have the Two of Candles here in reverse. That is the Two of Wands. And, the Two of Wands in reverse, you could be playing it very safe at this time, avoiding risk. You could have stopped planning for something. Why? I don't know. Let's look at the rest of these. Let's look at this one. It says the Eight of Gifts. This is the Eight of Pentacles, and it's coming in sideways. So here you go. It's coming in sideways. So do you work on something or do you not work on something? It looks like you've stopped planning, but it does look like there is a gift of clarity here on the table. There is a gift of perhaps an income coming in from a different source, or there is a gift of you not being alone anymore. You've stopped working on something else, or you've stopped planning for something else. Your decision, do I keep working on this or not? This could be anything. The letter J is prevalent here. It is a gift. You have received the gift of clarity. Okay, you've received the gift of a happily ever after here. Let's look at your third gift here. Now, this is an odd gift. Let me see, where is it? Oh, well, first of all, you have the letter X. Now, X could be your ex. It could be, believe it or not, there's many sources that quote it as being an infinity symbol, so it could be karmic in nature. It could be you eliminating something with that X, writing an X over something. It could be something unknown, something yet unknown. Now, you do have the Six of Wands coming in reverse in relation to this. And it's a lack of reward on some matter. But like the negative cards, or the cards that we would conceive of as less than positive, in this reading anyway, they matter. They matter because when this happens, when you come to a point in your year where you are looking for a reward or an achievement or recognition and you're not receiving it, you know, at least I'm telling you right now, that that is a precursor to a blessing that you're going to receive. So don't get too down about it, because you do have the Holly King here coming in sideways. The Holly King is the King of Wands in most decks. And the King of Wands is a fire sign. It's coming in sideways, right? Are you taking control or are you not? Are you going to be optimistic? Are you going to be pessimistic? This could be someone in your life, Capricorn. Could be someone in your life who is wishy-washy, who does both, who's waffles back and forth, who's causing a lot of stress. Because you have the 10 of Candles, which is the 10 of Wands, also coming in sideways. So I can't help but think that these cards are related. That maybe someone in your life is causing you stress, and you're going to make a decision here as to how much stress they're going to cause you. I mean, this looks like it's a karmic thing, like something that's gone on before with this infinity symbol type energy. You do have the Krampus here. And in any other reading, I would say negativity, and it could be. The Krampus is the devil, and this is Capricorn energy. It's not always bad energy, especially in a Capricorn reading. So you have toxic energy, but this could simply be your energy, right? Your energy, you're landing on your feet, you confronting that toxic shadow aspect and learning about yourself, your choices, your partners, your patterns. You're seizing the day, you're taking action, you're making big, happy changes, you're turning from the caterpillar to the butterfly, you're lifting the Neptunian energy that seems to be encompassing parts of this reading, and you're seeing things very clearly. You have clarity. And I like that the reading ends with your energy. It's positive. There is something, this could very well be an ex. I mean, this could be an ex with negative energy, somebody that you've repeated a pattern with, somebody that you're breaking a pattern with. It's a gift of breaking, it's a gift of seeing something very clearly, taking action to make changes, and coming out the other side stronger than ever. So that is your third gift. Really, really nice energy here, Capricorn. And, you have this other energy, the steadfastness and loyalty. You are going to have the opportunity to reconcile with someone or to meet someone else with a little bit more, with something more of what you deserve. And as far as your money goes, it looks like you have amazing energy heading towards you. There is a change that's taking place, though. And I think the change is positive for you here, Capricorn. You have here, it says, carry the torch for others to see, wake up the world. I do believe that that's going to be you. I think that you are going to seize the day. You're going to inspire others. At the bottom of the deck, what do we have? We have, your path may be bumpy, but this will alter soon. And that's for sure. I think that, especially in 2024, your path was bumpy, but I do think things are going to open up and change for you. You're not going to be recognized. You're not going to receive something that you feel is yours as far as recognition, money, reward. There is something you're not going to receive. And at that moment or around that moment, you're also going to come to a realization and make some changes that's going to set you on a path. That's going to set you on a path to make these happy changes. I'm telling you. Pisces, Neptune energy, big, big, big in this reading. I don't know why I'm being called to. I am going to pull one more card for you. This is the only group I'm doing this for. Give me something. Yep. Came out right away. And see that? You have sextile, harmony, ease, compatibility. Yep. It goes with this Nana card. I'm telling you. There is either someone coming into your life, someone re-entering into your life, or perhaps it's somebody brand new, but you're going to have an opportunity to be in a relationship with someone healthy. Now, this ex, this could be, it very well could be, at least for one of you, okay, that this ex is someone who you had toxic bonds with from the past. Perhaps you are going to learn something, and you're both going to be set on a new path together, because reconciliation is on this table more than once. It doesn't have to be. It could be a completely different human being. But there is an X here that you are going to be learning from mistakes about. And there is an X here that you're going to be very strongly, there's an energy of reconciliation. So you take that where it fits, okay? Yes, I don't know why, but this reading has me in its grip. Come here, let me pull one more card for you. Give me one more card for this group, please. Give me one more card for this Capricorn group, group 3, the cult. So what is it about a cult? What is it about a cult? They're all brainwashed, right? They're all being told what to think. They're all taking part in something that others would look at as unhealthy. And at the bottom of this deck, yeah, you have a baby. You have the reemergence of the innocence, the butterfly. But this cult, what is it that what is it here that you are not seeing, or that you maybe didn't see in the past? Were you involved in a situation here, Capricorn, that the new you would look back and say, it's so clear. I shouldn't have done that. It's so clear to me now. I'm so, I was so stupid, even though we aren't. We just were learning lessons, right? But you can look back and say, wow, that's just so crystal clear. I don't know how I didn't see it. There is something from your past that you're going to find, you're going to figure out, and you're going to think exactly that way about. And this is going to open the door to other things that are positive when it comes to money, when it comes to happy changes. It's going to be you that takes action. What is it that had you thinking a certain way? Like if you look back on your life 1-2 years ago and you say, my God, how did I think that? Could be about a job, could be about a person, could be about a family member, friendship, anything. How did I think that way? What was I thinking? I'm smarter than that. I know better than that. It's going to, you're going to come, the light bulb's going to go off. So the cult isn't exactly a cult, but it's some sort of way of thinking where you can look back and say, my God, I was, not at my smartest in that moment. Let me know, Capricorn. And don't forget, seize the day. I'll see you next time.